Hi, it's me, Bill, with Visual Training for Tennis. And what I want to do right now is share with you some reviews of the book. And, it's very interesting to be a content creator, an author. You put some time into writing something, and then you get some really interesting feedback. Oh, and there's Boo. Hello, Boo. So you get some really interesting feedback. So I'm going to read you some reviews here, and then I'm going to respond to them briefly. So the first one is Ben, who's a longtime tennis pro, and I happen to know him, gave a 5-star review, and he says, "Great read, highly recommend to any tennis coach." And thank you, Ben. That's nice. So I've known him for quite some time, and he's not the kind of guy who's just gonna, write nice things just because I'm his friend, but he is a good guy. All right, so this one's curious to me. So this happens on Amazon. Andrea D says, "More about the author than the training techniques, 1 star." So my comment back, I can't get to my comment, but I wrote back saying, "Thanks for taking the time to write. Did you happen to notice that at the end of every chapter there are 3 to 5 takeaways, practical things to do?" I tried to tell some stories, mostly about players who'd had breakthroughs, but then also a little bit about my own struggles. So, can you let me know how many of the chapters were solely about me? So I thought that was really interesting that, there are people out there that will give 1 star and they'll give a 1-sentence reply like that. And it's really hard to know what they really mean, but oh well. I'm not expecting to get any additional feedback from that person. Richard Meehan says, he gave 4 stars. "Wish I could rate it 4.5. Some really solid ways of practicing and thinking about visual acuity in tennis. Also very good treatment of eye, mind, body interaction and ways of improving it. I may come back and rate it as 5 as I work through some of the suggestions and drills. They do make sense. Really interested to work the drills and suggestions." And, I like that. I mean, I'm not asking for 5 stars all the time, but see, there's some qualitative feedback there, right? For some reason, he's just not ready to give 5 yet, but he might. And so, I thanked him for taking the time to write, and that's nice. So, one of the reviews for The Art of Coaching High School Tennis that I really appreciated started this way: "While I don't agree with everything the author said, blah, blah, blah," and then gave a pretty glowing review, and I'm like, hey, that's perfect. Because as an author, I mean, we're not looking for you to walk in lockstep with us. We offer something, you use it as you will, right? All right, here's another one from DWT. All right, 5 stars. "Great advice. Practical suggestions to improving the tracking of the ball. Interesting facts from studies to make points on the importance of training the eyes. Thank you, DWT." All right. This one just says Amazon customer, so that's fine. And this is also a 5-star review. "Tennis coaching that is much more than focus and watch the ball." Yes, amen to that. "I've read many tennis coaching books, and this one is very specific. If you are a coach or tennis enthusiast looking for drills and tips to implement in your game right now, this book is a must-read. There are golden nuggets that open your eyes literally to becoming a better tennis player 1 step at a time. Excellent and a quick read for visual training. Love how the chapters are chunked, bite-sized, and to the point." Yeah, and I really like this review a lot because they captured the intent of what I was trying to do. Because I'm a fan of books that have chapters that are anywhere from 750 to 1,200 words in a chapter. And so you can read that in a couple of minutes and then come away with an idea that you can work and think about. Right? I'm really a big fan of that. One of my books has 88 very short chapters. Another one has 107 short chapters. So it's a great way to consume. Yes. WGT Tennis, who subsequently has become a friend via social media. Very 5-star review. He has an academy in Germany. Very valuable information for every coach and instructor. Must read. 4 exclamation points. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We use the knowledge from this book to teach our advanced players the importance of the visual aspect in tennis. It is necessary to recognize this and to sensitize the players to it. Very well described and absolutely recommendable. Thank you, thank you, thank you, WGT Tennis. Much appreciated. As you can see, Boo is not very impressed right there. She is not impressed. When is he going to stop talking? All right. So, oh my goodness. You shouldn't have to look at her. All right. And then the final one is, interesting, and it says top reviews from other countries, and it's A. Bondison, and it's 3 stars, and it says decent book about visual skills in tennis, and then the description is not so innovative, and I'm like, okay. You can't please everybody, but it's like, hey, give me a little more about what do you want, right? So part of the reason, so now that I've received these incredible feedbacks, it's making me realize that people want more, and that's okay. So I'm currently working on the 4th edition, and one thing that's nice about Amazon is if you work on a new edition of the book, then you can pull down the other book and those reviews go away. But I'm really going for more 5-star reviews. And so, hey, if you're out there and you've read one of my books and you have time to spend, 2 or 3 or 5 minutes writing a review, very much appreciate it. And yeah, be honest. I mean, I'm not asking for 5 stars. It's kind of ridiculous and self-serving. But, give me your honest opinion, and I can take that and learn from it and move on and make something better. So this book's going to go on the 4th edition very soon. Definitely by January that should be published. I have for the 4th edition, I now have a section on nutrition, which is brand new, and that's very exciting. And then the next thing is going to be another chapter is going to be on technology. So there are now apps that you can use to train your visual acuity and your ability to predict. So that's very exciting, and you'll be hearing about that more later. But in fact, I was just on the phone yesterday with a scientist and asked him, basically, I shared the premise that your brain is excellent at reconciling the blur, and he confirmed, yes, that there is a lot of science behind that. And I'm asking him to share some references with me so that I can also share those with you. So anyway, thanks for taking the time to listen to the reviews. I hope you found it entertaining. I'm not bitter about the 1-star reviews. I just take it with a grain of salt. I wish they weren't there, but what can you do? And Amazon also allows people to rate books without giving any qualitative feedback. And when you get a 1-star review with no qualitative feedback, it makes you wonder if you pissed somebody off out there. So, all right, thanks for watching.